We'll get to those stories in just a few moments, but first tonight at 5:30. After a year leading the COVID response efforts for the entire country, Dr. Ashish Jha is returning to Brown University School of Public Health. ABC 6 News reporter Daniel Coates sat down with him today.
Well, Dr. Jha told me earlier today that working for the White House over the past year and a half has been the opportunity of his lifetime. Now back at Brown University, his sights are set on addressing some of the public health crises across southern New England and here in Rhode Island.
To walk into the West Wing, to go to the office. I mean, I still get goosebumps thinking about it.
Dr. Ashish Jha is back at Brown University, heading the School of Public Health once again, but now with unmatched experience from Washington, D.C., serving as the White House's COVID response coordinator over the last year.
When I got into the job, I realized I needed to get out of the prediction business and I need to get into the preparation business.
Also known as the country's COVID czar, Jha worked closely with President Biden as restrictions lifted across different states while the Omicron variant presented new challenges to public health, leaving the nation's capital with more resources to battle similar variants that could come in the future.
We have a strategic national stockpile now that's full. It's got plenty of masks and gloves and gowns so that doctors and nurses never going to have to do some of the things that they have to do.
Jha served as a spokesman and negotiator in many ways, creating small coalitions and connections from legislators of different points of view when it came to policy and funding to combat the pandemic.
Like everybody's got COVID fatigue. I have COVID fatigue. I'm sure you have COVID fatigue. The key in my mind is there's a lot of bad information out there. There's a lot of misinformation out there. What I encourage people is get information from good sources, talk to your doctor, stay up to date on your vaccines.
And that's a big reason why he's back at Brown University, already hitting the ground running with new research and plans for the department.
There are some very big challenges. Life expectancy has declined. That means people are dying at a younger and younger age. We've got to turn that around. We've got an opioid crisis. We've got a mental health crisis. We've got a climate change crisis. Climate is going to have these large effects on health of people of Rhode Island.
Jha is now forming similar coalitions and connections at Brown that he did in Washington to implement public health policies for Rhode Island and beyond, using his national experience to better quality of living at home.
It was a moment of pride to be able to talk about a lot of those things in Washington and remind people from much bigger, often much wealthier states that they didn't always get stuff right that we did here in the Ocean State. So that was a lot of fun.
In Providence, I'm Daniel Coates, ABC 6 News.